Imagine a partnership so crucial, it defines the lifelines of an entire region, economically, politically, and strategically. What if I told you that the United States' prosperity and security are closely tied to a neighbor that has often been underestimated? That neighbor is Mexico. Today, we're peeling back the layers to uncover how Mexico's role in U.S. trade and security evolved under the Trump administration. But here's the twist. This isn't just about policies and borders. It's about the power plays, hidden challenges, and surprising alliances shaping this critical relationship. Ready to dive in? To understand Mexico's strategic position, let's first look at the foundation of its relationship with the U.S. Picture two neighbors with a shared border of nearly 2,000 miles. Trade flows like rivers across this border, with goods worth over $700 billion exchanged annually. But here's where it gets interesting. Mexico isn't just a trading partner, it's the United States' second-largest export market. Now add security to the mix. The U.S. relies heavily on Mexico for border stability, immigration management, and combating transnational crime. Under the Trump administration, this relationship took a dramatic turn. Policies like renegotiating NAFTA and building a border wall dominated headlines, but the real story lies in the complexities behind these moves. Ever wonder what would happen if Mexico shut its borders for a day? It's not just about avocados and tequila. Your car might not even get assembled. Now let's talk trade, the heart of this partnership. Trump's renegotiation of NAFTA into the USMCA wasn't just a bureaucratic shuffle, it was a power move. Mexico's manufacturing sector plays a pivotal role in U.S. supply chains, from auto parts to electronics. But Trump wanted more jobs in America, more balanced trade deficits, and let's face it, more political leverage. The USMCA brought changes: stricter labor laws in Mexico, higher thresholds for auto manufacturing in North America, and rules aimed at reducing Mexico's wage disparity. But here's the kicker. While the U.S. gained concessions, Mexico retained its critical position as a manufacturing powerhouse. It's like renegotiating the rules of a game, but still needing the other player to win. But what about the industries caught in the crossfire? Did these changes really work for everyone? Hold that thought. Trade is only one piece of the puzzle. The next piece? Security. Mexico isn't just a partner, it's a frontline buffer for the U.S. on issues like drug trafficking, migration, and organized crime. Under Trump, the relationship shifted to what some called border-first diplomacy. The Migrant Protection Protocols, or Remain in Mexico policy, required asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their U.S. cases were processed. Critics argued it strained Mexico's resources and tested its goodwill, but for Trump it was a win for border control. And then there's the Merida Initiative, a multi-billion-dollar security cooperation program. Trump pushed Mexico to step up enforcement, leading to high-profile drug cartel crackdowns. But here's a question for you. When you press a balloon in one area, where does the air go? The same can be said for organized crime. Did the pressure simply shift the problem elsewhere? Here's where things get even more fascinating. Despite Trump's tough stance, Mexico held some surprising leverage. Its strategic position meant the United States couldn't afford to alienate it entirely. Think about it. Mexico controls key ports, acts as a gatekeeper for Central American migration, and is a vital part of U.S. energy imports. Trump's tariffs on Mexican goods in 2019 were a bold gamble to pressure Mexico on migration. But Mexico's swift action to deploy its National Guard to curb migration showed its willingness to cooperate. It was a reminder that while Trump may have played hardball, Mexico wasn't without cards of its own. If Mexico were a poker player, you'd never guess it's holding a royal flush. But here's the side of the story often overlooked: the human cost. Families separated at the border, asylum seekers living in limbo, and communities affected by disrupted trade. As we uncover these layers, one question remains: was the cost worth the gains? As we piece this story together, a clear picture emerges. The U.S. Mexico relationship is like a delicate dance, where every step affects both partners. Under Trump, this dance became more assertive, with bold moves that reshaped trade and security dynamics. But here's the takeaway: whether it's the USMCA, border policies, or security cooperation, Mexico's strategic position remains unshaken. It's a testament to its importance not just as a neighbor, but as a partner in shaping the region's future. And speaking of the future, how will this partnership evolve in the years to come? Stay tuned. If you found this deep dive into U.S.-Mexico relations insightful, I've got more for you. Check out our video on other key developments in U.S. news, where we uncover the stories shaping America's policies and partnerships. Don't miss it, it's just one click away.